Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakwakatash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, that taught us this truth, and peace and blessings unto the saints here came across the four corners of the earth, that push this word day in and day out. I want to do a video here entitled Make Bright the Arrows, coming from the scripture Jeremiah, the 51st. The 51st chapter, But that what these nations doing right now. That the time period we in. As the scripture says, to everything there's a season. That the time we're in right now is the time of war, the time of death, the time of destruction. The time of plagues coming from the Lord. The time of redemption and salvation for the house of Jacob. When I start with this precept here, it's Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. It have a time for war, it have a time for peace. It have a season for everything. It have all fruits have a different time period where they start blossom on the tree, on the flowers, all the fruits all the fruits will be made same time around the year. It made different time. The tree does produce the fruits different trees does produce the fruits different times of the year. It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And the Lord go and pluck up this kingdom. The Lord go and destroy this kingdom. The Lord go and take this kingdom by the roots and pluck it out and cast it into fire. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And while one is being done, another is being done simultaneously. Meaning he can kill these heathens and he can heal Jacob. He can break down the house of Esau and he can build up the house of Israel. But let me just get to the point. Verse 8, it says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Alright, now we're in a time of war. In time of war, how did the Lord say? How the Lord say this? Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. We as the prophets say, we proclaiming this among the Gentiles, prepare war, because war is on its way. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. They should prepare military. Wake up your mighty men. It says, beat your plowshares into spears and your prunings into spears. Meaning, take your resources and invest into your military, into your defense, into your missile system, into your national defense, your national security, to your army. Buy your weapons. Buy if you had to buy anti-missile defense systems, buy. If you had to buy missiles, if you had to invest in guns, well, guns didn't really can't say anything in this one here. More dealing with missiles in this time here. But basically, stock up on your weapons. Prepare for that war, prepare for destruction. Prepare to send nukes and prepare to defend against nukes. It says, let the weak say I am strong. Let the weak say I am strong. And the Lord know why he said that. All these weak compared to Babylon. All these saying the strong, all these flexing the military might. You know why? Because they have missiles. They get missiles. Russia helping them out. And that is all according to prophecy. Russia helping them out. Russia selling them anti-missile defense system. Russia selling them the missiles, the tanks, the jets. So guess what? The weak saying I am strong. So no nation is taking advantage from Babylon anymore. They're saying I am strong. Saying I have my missiles too. It says assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down. Oh Yahweh. There the angels and the chariots gonna come down where the heathen gathered. But let me just go into a few articles here. This one is from the date it is today, Sunday 9th. One is from today. It says Iran unveils home-built air defense missile system to destroy stealth targets. You know. So so they're basically showing it off. So they're saying, I am strong. It says home-built air defense missile system to destroy stealth targets. It says Tehran's military displayed a brand new. Let's know. I do not video this way.
Yeah, he smell like Clorox, right?
That's no. Yeah. So Tehran's military displayed a brand new indigenous air defense missile system capable of tracking and shooting down 6 targets at the same time. The weapon was rolled out amid growing tensions around the Persian Gulf. So these nations talking upon the missile defense system, the missiles. You know, this one here, it says Russia claimed to test for a new hypersonic interceptor missiles. It's trying to go into it. They say that specific missile could travel 9 times the sound the speed of sound. So the Lord building up these other nations, the Lord giving them better weapons, better technology, so that they could conquer this so that they could defeat this proud and arrogant Babylon. So the next one here. And all these articles from today, Sunday night. It says the world is headed for a new missile arms race. It says the world is witnessing a huge growth in the number of ballistic missiles used to threaten enemies thousands of kilometers away with conventional and nuclear weapons, as tensions ratchet higher between world powers and international arms agreements fall by the wayside. Hey, Lord put it in their mind to agree for a season, so that it could have peace sake. It could have peace. The word could be spread. The prophecies could be revealed. The mystery could be made known. But guess what? Now in that time of war, so what the Lord doing? The Lord separating them. As the scripture said, the Lord paying back hooks in their jaws. Tear them apart. So all these peace treaties, all these agreements that these nations sign, eventually they gonna dishonor all these treaties and these things. Let's finish with the scripture. It says, Joel 3 verse 12, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that word Jehoshaphat means Yahweh Shabbat means, which means Yahweh judgment, or Yahweh judges. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And you have it there, the time of destruction is nigh. The scripture say, your sins mount up unto heaven, your iniquity is fulfilled. Your iniquity, your iniquity or your sins is accomplished. The wickedness that you could possibly do, reach unto the Most High. So the Most High coming to do, the Most High coming to bring you down, the Most High coming to judge you. It says multitudes. It says multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. So that is near. It says Isaiah 34 verse 1, it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Therefore, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and a fallen fig from the fig tree. All that going back to the missiles. The heavens being rolled together as a scroll. And let me bring that. Let me just bring an example of that. Heaven being rolled together as a scroll. It's speaking about, or like this, rolling together as a scroll. Going up to the center and then expanding and rolling out like a scroll. Let's go through some pictures quickly. I would just cause a perfect example here. Check the arrows. See the arrows rolling together, rolling in toward the inside continually. Mean by rolling together as a scroll, would possibly cause that. So like missiles, only missiles could cause this kind of destruction. Why nuclear bombs create mushroom clouds? End time truth. Effects of nuclear weapons. So the Lord making it known that this destruction nigh. That really creating, that really boosting up on the missile systems, the missile technology for that time of war. But yes, let's get this preach a bit. Isaiah 51 verse 11, it says, I started 10, it says, I started 9, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And you read the scripture don't mean that, hey, go and take a plane and they go Trinidad and they go England and they go back to Africa as you niggas think. It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So it's right before the Most High. So it no matter of time, it's no matter of seconds remaining in this kingdom. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh, our power. How is the work? The work is the destruction of his kingdom. The salvation of the Jews and the destruction of the Edomites. It says, make bright arrows, gather the shields. Make bright arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh had raised the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. For his device is against Babylon. Who are speaking about? America. The daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great. But let's read it over. Make bright arrows. And they go back to, we're going to do arrows. It says a missile shot from a bow, usually having a slender shaft and a pointed head and feathers at the butt. And when you look at it, you look at the way how a missile is built, the destructor. You look at the same exact image. For those who have eyes to see, says something shaped like an arrow, especially a mark to indicate direction, painful damaging experience. Has to move fast and straight, just like an arrow in flight, to hit or throw toward a target fast and straight like an arrow. Make bright arrow. Cut. Says pierce arrow, by implication a wound, figuratively of God. Which the term arrow here is being used figuratively, meaning it's not literal. So it's speaking about something that is like an arrow, which in this day and age is the missiles. It says thunderbolt, the shaft of a spear, archer, arrow, dart, shaft, staff, wound. And they're going to some more scriptures here. They're using the term arrow. Let's read it over. Let's make bright arrow, gather the shields. Yahweh had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. The Medes go back to the Russians. And they're like, hey, everyone, buying the missile defense system and the missiles and the jets and the tanks from who? The Medes, the modern day Russians. It says, for his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh. There are all these nations separating themselves from America now. America paying tariffs on the allies. We fall out with the EU, fall out with NATO nations. And so that all through, like the Lord raising up the spirits of these other nations, especially the spirits of the king of the Medes. Says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon and make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes for Yahweh had both devised and done that which he had spoken against the inhabitants of Babylon. So that was the Lord doing. The Lord setting up the stage. The Lord sending, making his nation send the troops to the Middle East for war. And he boosting these nations technology, to build up the missiles, to build up the fighter jets, the tanks, the guns for that day. Say, every time we in, you gotta watch, pray, that we is part of the Lord elect. Because that day, if you're not part of the Lord elect, you will die. If it's not the famine, it's from race war. If not from race war, it's from martial law. If it's not from martial law, it's from it's from the missiles. You know. He said that, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Kakudash, the Lord is unto the apostles and elders and great men who taught us this word, truth and sincerity. Until next time, say shalom.